Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Well, the US returned on Tuesday as it was closed on Monday in observance for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the US dollar was somewhat subdued as it now holds around 102.10, pretty much unchanged since Friday. Nevertheless, when we look at the Australian dollar, it still remains relatively firm, and therefore, as we view the top side, the market is eventually expected to reach the region of 70.5 to 71 cents. From there, I feel the market most probably find profit taking as we have been holding to a relatively bullish case since around 66.5 cents. Small correction from 71, but from the lower side of the range, as long as we remain intact above that is of 68.80, then I feel we could see fresh gains and still tackle that top side until we get a little bit more direction from the US dollar. The euro, somewhat weaker considering that the dollar index was still around 102, but nevertheless, the market is slowly pulling back to potential draw bargain hunters. That is around the region of 107.65, or with the base holding around 106.80-90. From there, I feel the market is likely to respond to a rebound and therefore look away from this region and re-tackle the top side, which still is at 109.45.60. Dollar yen gave back its gains overnight and still looks relatively weak and therefore looks towards the key level, which is seen roughly around 126.65.75. If this market finds potential momentum or rebound from this level, then I do anticipate the top side challenge, which is around 130.75.90. Do be on your guard though, the market is likely to still be somewhat holding to long positions as this does stretch back quite a way, and beneath 126.65 could trigger down to 124. But it is a key point to keep a note on, and as long as we maintain above here at 126.65, I anticipate a bounce. The sterling edges higher and still maintains its broad bullishness since the engulfing candle, and therefore looks towards the region somewhere around 123.15 to 124 figure. From there, we could see the market stage a rejection from there, and therefore see a modest pullback. But overall, we're still on a short-term bull trek that's likely to reach eventually its target of 124. Gold was a little bit weaker after its recent strong demand. The market is now looking back towards the support level seen around 1,901.205. If we find that level gives way, that would give further exposure to the downside and look towards the region of 1,890 with a base holding around 1,875 to 77. We are easing out of the overbought area and an ADX trend that was overheating to the bullish case that now somewhat sideways could see that easing into the coming session. On the market, after much hesitation to that top side, is still tackling $81 a barrel. Keeping a close watch there, as a close above 81.40 would give further guidance on towards the region of $82 to $84 a barrel. But a rejection would see very much a quick move back to 678. But the technicals are still holding somewhat firm, so we should not discount at least another attempt into today's session at that top side. And a close above New York, as I mentioned, would give further case to the bulls to rally on further. Well, that wraps it for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoyed a great start to the new day.